Hi everyone, Two Crafty Sheilas. I'm Belle. Kim's having a little bit of a sleep in. Poor love got up at 2 a.m. or just before 2 a.m. so that she could catch some of the new releases. So hopefully she's having a good sleep and we'll have her back again very soon. Today we're going to do an unboxing. This one is a kit that I think has been discontinued, but I do still see it semi-regularly on the destash group. So I still wanted to show it off because it did come to me sealed. And at least then you can have a look at it. And if you decide that you do like it, you can keep your eyes out in the destash groups and get it for yourself. Of course, it is by my favorite artist, Randal Spangler. This one is called We Three Kings. You can see the box came slightly damaged. That's fine. The canvas inside will be okay. And I apologize, my cat is in a bit of a crazy mood, so you may hear her jumping around in the background. Highly appropriate with the We Three Kings, since that's all about cats though. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Oh, I forgot to show off. So this is one of the older kits, obviously, since it's now been discontinued. You can tell that it is a square because it does have the blue box packaging and it does have a picture of a square on it. The dimensions are 55.8 by 69 centimeter. And because this is one of the older kits, it actually has the toolkit that the majority of people love. So let's have a chat about it. You definitely get your little logbook sticker, beautiful little copy of the image. Some people will stick this on the edge of their box depending on how they store their boxes. Others put it in their logbook. Do with it as you will. It's a cute little sticker. Next, they had the older style, well, the middle of the toolkits. They've sort of had 3 generations of toolkits. This was the second. I think this was a large majority for people. Large preference for people. They're really, really nice extra little bonuses that you don't get anymore. First up, big bag of baggies. Definitely not enough to cover all of the different colors that are going to be in this kit, but it is a good start point if that's how you want to either kit up or kit down if you're going to keep your spares. You do get a random color with a matching squishy color. That does go on there. Trust me, I'm not going to fight with it for the purpose of the video, but it does fit on there. You do get your single placer on there. And Diamond Art Club always do provide you with the 4 and the 7 placer in the extra thin multi-places. Sorry, words are hard. So you can just pop one in the other end of your pen and that makes it nice and easy. Next up, we've got our tray. These ones were sort of more of the original ones. They are, no, they're not really that flimsy. They're actually a pretty good quality and they are ridged so that they will hold your drills into place. Oh, and there was a stopper to go in the end of the spout so that your drills don't fall out. All important, isn't that? Next up, we've got our heart-shaped caddy of wax. So they always provide you with 2. These pink waxes are definitely a favorite amongst a lot of people. This one does have plastic on the top and the bottom. So if you are using this one, please make sure that you remove both before you try to load your pen. Trust me, you do not get very far. Then we've got our branded Diamond Art Club tweezers because this is a square kit. These ones generally are, oh, these ones are a little bit more blunt. They're usually pretty stabby, but these ones are a bit more of the blunt ones. They're still reasonably sharp. They're fine. I still love using them. And then these are the goodies that you no longer get in a standard toolkit. First one, roll of washi tape. How pretty is that with the little roses on it? Gorgeous. And unusually, but I'm not complaining, a rose cover minder might actually match for a change. They generally don't. So for anyone who hasn't used one, a cover minder is something that's got 2 magnets, one that's removable, one that's actually glued to the design on the front. And all you need to do is basically peel back the clear cover that's on your diamond painting, pop this down so that it's going to hold that plastic, and then pop this one underneath your canvas. And as you can see, that magnet will just stick together and it's going to hold that plastic back for you. So you don't have to sort of keep trying to push it out of the way and getting really frustrated. Alrighty, let's have a look at the canvas. So it does come in your dust cover bag with Diamond Art Club with their motto, do what makes you sparkle. Let's see how much I'm going to rip this. Oh, it's bad. Yeah, there's a big rip. This one's stuck down nice and tight. That's okay. Oh, this is a big canvas. I can feel this. Okay. Whew. I love how even at the base, you're getting that the name of the image. So We Three Kings with all these little jewels. I love how he does these little portrait style paintings. I think they're absolutely beautiful. That color blocking is going to drive me nuts, but it's going to be worth it in the end because I think this is just adorable. Oh, look at the kitty cats. Oh, I love this. So beautiful. And look at like how those browns are contrasting with those reds and the blues and the greens. Oh, just eye-catching and bright. He's so good with these. I love Randal Spangler's work. And so many jewels. They're just gonna glimmer and shine, and they're a perfect opportunity to enhance kits if that's something that you have ever wanted to try. All right, let me roll it back so we can have a proper look. There we go. I'll just put it off a little bit to the side so there's a bit less glare, but beautiful. And of course, our obligatory book. There had to be a book somewhere on here, and I love that we've got our jewels. But this is not one of the dragling ones. So you're not going to have your chocolate chip cookies, and you're not going to have your dragons on there. Okay, let's have a look going around the canvas. So up the top, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. We've got a legend, top left heading down. We've also got a legend, bottom right heading down. This has got a lifetime warranty if you are the original purchaser of the kit. Obviously, because it's discontinued now, so sorry there. Obviously, because this is discontinued and I bought this off a destash, that is not relevant for me. And if you decide you're going to go out and get it, it's not relevant for you. But it is good to know that if you buy direct from Diamond Art Club, you are covered. This one is your social details, and then the all-important information over here, which is your thumbnail information. So We Three Kings is the name of the canvas with our skew, 55.8 by 69 centimeters, and it is a copyrighted image between Randal Spangler and Diamond Art Club, which means Randal is being paid for the use of his work. Very important. It is a full drill, so you do get a view of what you're diamond painting, which is the entire canvas, which is why we call it a full drill, and of course that beautiful thumbnail. Okay, you also get in there the thank you for your purchase from the owner, what's included in your kit, tips and tricks, a video for how-to instructions, as well as being able to join the VIP Facebook group once you've made a purchase direct from Diamond Art Club. If you've bought from a destash, you will not be able to go in there. Step-by-step instructions. They've also got QR codes for iPhone and Android for their apps. So if you do make your first purchase through one of the apps, you will get an additional 20% off. Next up is their sticker sheet. So you do get a lovely big image, which can go in your logbook. It does have all the stat details. So you can even put your start and your end date in there. There are 62 colors. This is one of the older ones, which means any colors that are below the number 150 are actually AA or AB drills. So there's 2 of those in here, plus 3 fairy dust and a K, which I feel like, is that metallic? I think that's one of the metallic drills. Yes, so I've just double checked and looked it up, and yes, it is one of their electro drills. Oh, this is going to be good. I don't have heaps of the electro drills. So definitely looking forward to seeing that one. Alrighty, lastly, let's have a look at the drills. I'm just going to flip this over. Now, on the side of the bag, they do have a sticker which has the skew on there, plus the name of the kit. So if you do keep your drills separate, you are more than able to match these two up again. Generally, with Diamond Art Club, unless it's a new release, I haven't been opening kits of late. Opening drill packets, because you all know what the drills look like. You've seen enough of our unboxings. But I want to have a look at these electros. So I am going to open this one. But look at that color palette. Just beautiful colors. Look at how bright and eye-catching they are. I love it. All right. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to find the staple drills. I won't bother showing you all the colors. Okay, so let's start off with our AAs. Let's have a look at those. So this is 141, which is the stock standard white, and look at all that shimmer and shine. Sorry, AB, or here at the Two Craft Shears, we like to call them AAs, stands for Aurora Borealis, or the Aurora Australis. And this is the same as the Northern or the Southern Lights. So you can see there's an extra special coating on these drills. They glimmer and shimmer and shine different colors, just like the Auroras do. Beautiful. The second AB, I actually get 2 bags of it, which is exciting. It is 117. It's sort of like a taupey color, but how beautiful are they? Oh, I like them, and it's a nice chunky couple of bags, so that'll be good. That's going to mean there's a few on the canvas. The next one we'll have a look at is that electro drill. Now, this is 444. So yes, it's got that little bit of a metallic look to it. Now the yellow is the backing. So it's the sort of more bronzy color that's on top. But wow, that's going to capture the light, isn't it? Those metallic drills are sparkly. And it's a reasonably chunky bag again. I'm happy with that. That's good. And then we've got our 3 fairy dust. Now the first one is 316, which is this gorgeous pink color. Now these ones, fairy dust, have like an extra special mica powder coating. I've never gotten that right first time around. So sorry. Mica powder coating, which basically sort of gives it an extra special shine. It looks almost like there's a really, really small amount of glitter on the top of them. So they do just capture the light, but they're a lot more subtle than our ABs or our AAs. But they're just beautiful. Our second one is 3822, which is this yellow. Again, very subtle, but you can see how it just captures that light beautifully. And our third and final one is 3855. And it's just more of that yellow creamy color. Again, very subtle, but very beautiful. All right, let's have a look at where they go on the canvas. So first up, we'll do the AAs. So the first one was that taupey color, symbol number 1. And I don't think anyone will be particularly surprised. It's going in all 3 cats because all of them have a little bit of that grey taupey color through them. So it's sort of edging. It's, 4 or 5 drills all together this entire way around this beautiful cat, and a whole big chunk of it across through the T-zone. Lovely. A little bit around the edging of the face. Lovely. And of course, lines of it through the fur down here. Lovely. On this little kitty cat lying down at the bottom, we've got a couple of lines of it just around the edge of the paw and just over that flank. Beautiful. Same as across through this part of the paw, just across the top. And just, again, 3 or 4 drills together or a bit of a line here, just around where you're getting that lighter colouring through the kitty cat. Beautiful. We do have a little bit around the edge of this paw as well. And then our last bit is on this black and white patchy cat. Beautiful. Not as much because there's not as much on this kitty cat. Nope, scrap that. It's not in that cat at all. Okay, my bad. Thought I saw it here. I clearly did not. I clearly had myself very, very confused. Oh, no, there is. Sorry, there's the cat toy. There's just interspersed. It's like every second drill is interspersed just along here. Lovely, with a normal drill. So it's just a tiny little bit just to highlight it. And then all of these beautiful stars that you can see that are just bright in that camera light, all of those single dotted stars are all of that taupey grey colour AA drill. Lovely. couple of random ones in a couple of the jewels around the edge, but not enough to be worried about talking about, and same as sort of in here and around there. But yes, beautiful. There's a couple of extra randoms. The next one was that white AA. Now it's usually fairly standard that it's got the white background with the little black dot in it. So same for this time around. Again, you've got a couple of random ones in the jewels. Again, it's only like one, hardly worth talking about, but you know that they're going to be there and they're going to be beautiful and capture the light. The big part of the star through here, that's all that lovely white AA. A little bit of patching around this kitty cat, and then of course in the eyes. That's all the white AA. Same as our grey cat. Those lighter sections that you're seeing around the edge of the cat, of course that's that white AA where it's capturing the light. Beautiful. Last kitty cat down the bottom, there's a couple of random ones where you can see that lighter colouring around the jewels on the bauble. Those big white patches that you're seeing in the screen, yes, they are all that white AA. Again, a couple of patches in the eyes of all three cats. And again, just around the edges of these paws. But beautiful placement. Nothing unexpected, but it will just shimmer and shine and glow. All right, next up we've got the Electro. So that was that bronzy sort of coloured one. It's the therefore symbol, so it's the 3 dots in a triangle shape. That is, so tiny little bit around the edge of this. What is that? Is that the book, or is that no, that's the mat underneath the tree, I'm guessing. There's a tiny little bit there. Look, there's lines of it around this bauble the whole way around. And a little bit up through here, which again makes sense. If it's a metallic item, it should have metallic drills in it. Completely logical. A lot of the books, of course, used to have that gold leaf on the edges of the pages. So there are actually lines of it just through here. So that's a really good placement. I'm excited to do that. They haven't really done that before for Diamond Art Club that I've noticed in others. So keen to give that one a go. Again, we've just got sort of lines of it as it's sort of like edging around some of these jewels and sort of down the bottom here, and little patches of it through this one as well. And same for this bauble up here. Again, just patched work through there. But that is really pretty. I'm looking forward to doing that. And then we've got our 3 fairy dust drills. So the first one was that purple, which is the U-turn symbol. Now, none of these fairy drills had tons and tons and tons of drills in them. So I'm not expecting huge numbers, but I can see there's a little patch of it just down here, just on the edging of that ribbon, and a tiny little bit just up through here, which is obviously the other side of the ribbon coming around. All right, the last bit is, oh, the pink around the nose. Oh, that's cute, and a little bit around the eyes. That's cute. I like it. Tiny little bit up here with this jewel, since it's more of the pinky purple jewel. Makes sense. And a little bit around the edging. Oh, can't see this bit. Around the edging of this book where there's a little bit of that binding. That's nice placement. Next one, we had the brighter yellow fairy dust, which was the anchor symbol. Okay, I'm not going to be able to show you every single one of these, but just trust me, there's like a couple. It's like it's been confetti thrown throughout this entire section of the leaves on the Christmas tree. That's nice. It'll just be enough just to get your attention and have you looking at the light. That's pretty. The last one that we had was that other yellow that we had. It's sort of like I'm going to call it the upright divide sign. I can't think of what symbol that actually is, but it's got the vertical line with the 2 dots on each side of it, or one dot on each side. And it had a little bit more patchiness to it compared to the other one. Basically, there's like a handful of drills edging around the jewels in there. Same as that lighter yellow that you can sort of see on the bell here. They're all those fairy dust. Those lighter sections on this bauble, they're all the fairy dust. And then down the bottom, so anywhere where you're seeing this lighter yellow through here, all of that is that fairy dust. That is very, very pretty. I'm very happy with this. I will look forward to be doing this closer to Christmas, I think. But what a beautiful canvas. So if you haven't got this already, please go and see if you can find it in the destash kits. I think this will be a lovely kit to work on. But otherwise, if you liked our video, of course, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. We always like it when we see that you guys are liking our videos. It doesn't cost you anything. It just tells us we're giving you the information that you want. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you do like our videos. And in the comments down below, let me know, have you got this one? Have you done this one? Are you going to go searching in the D-stashes? Tell me all the things. I love reading your comments. Otherwise, I hope everyone has a really good day, a really good week, and we'll see you in a video very soon. Bye.